points at Damien and asks, so how old is he? And tell me why Damien gets out his ID and he's like, oh, my fault, I got him.
Remember, never use Formula 1 race cars when chasing
Wait.
hedgehogs.
So one day I was scrolling on my Instagram when I came across an ad for a Sonic convention. So I was like, that sounds kind of dope. Let me check it out. It was for an event called Sonic Expo Atlanta. So you know what I had to do. I grabbed a friend and a couple weeks later, we were on our way. This is me and my friend Damien, both huge Sonic fans. And we were ready for the expo. Or so we thought. Cause wouldn't you know we had some car trouble getting down there. Y'all, I cannot put into words what was going on. So, you know what, just listen. Go ahead and back up again. So yeah, we had to get the car fixed. Luckily, that happened after we already got down there to Atlanta. But unluckily, this had to turn into priority number 1 for us for a bit. Long story short, we called a tire dude. Tire dude told us to call the brake dudes. The brake dudes told us they'll be here tomorrow. Which means that me and Damien can finally go check into the expo. It was finally time. My very first Sonic convention. And what's the first order of business? Going to catch a performance. We decided to sit in and watch a Sonic rap performance first. And boy, do I tell y'all, that joint was live. I got his cash. I keep it real. I don't need no man. Move your head. I can't lose. So this is Breeton Boy, a content creator and music artist that made a lot of Sonic inspired songs and remixes. And that's what this performance was, mostly. See, I kinda already knew who Breeton Boy was before I walked up in here because, well, I'm familiar with the space, but also because mainly his Persona 6 concept album that he did with another artist named Vice, who was also out there. So you can only imagine how excited I was anticipating them to perform Let the Sparks Fly. And bro... See, I know it wasn't specifically Sonic, but this was definitely a highlight of my weekend. So you already know, I had to get a picture with them. They were chill as hell. Y'all go check them out. So the rest of our day on Friday consisted of us kind of walking around and just eventually going back to the hotel, which we can now check into. And here is where we have my most embarrassing hotel experience. Alright, so look, I walk up to the check-in desk. The lady asked for my ID, so I hand it to her. She then looks up and asks, how old are you? And in my head, I'm thinking, all the times I checked into Atlanta hotels with no issues whatsoever. Why this lady gotta be the first one to check me? Hey, why are you even mad at her like that for I'm 20, ma'am. No one was probably cooked. I followed with, but I'm turning 21 in 3 days. She says, yeah, I can see that. And this is how today's gonna go. Yep, about to get hoed out of the hotel room because I was 3 days off. She points at Damien and asks, so how old is he? And tell me why Damien gets out his ID and he's like, oh, my fault, I got him. I'm looking at him like, did this nigga just little bro? Y'all, he ain't even 2 months older than me. Alright, bro, don't matter. So we finished up all our stuff for the night and got ready for the Saturday festivities. Saturday comes and we begin with the most exciting event possible, getting Damien's car fixed. Then we head back to the expo and finally do some more traditional Sonic convention stuff. They did a Sonic voice actor panel along with the Sonic voice actor Q&A.
Sonic was when I auditioned for him and thought to myself, well, there's no way I'm gonna get this. And
That's the goal.
I think...
And the fans actually asked some really good questions. And we enjoyed hearing a couple impromptu voice actor performances.
Welcome to another episode of Delusional Thinking Business. Only Sonic the Hedgehog can come up with something like that.
I finally found it. The English trigger.
Remember, never use Formula 1 race cars when chasing hedgehogs.
Their air shoes. How pathetic.
That's horrible. Then we sat in for a Sega Racing Games panel so we could talk about our glorious GOAT coming out next month.
Who's excited for Crossworlds?
Yes, sir! Then we went to the game room and I somehow ended up playing Smash. Cause as you all know, you can take a nigga out of Smash, but you can't take the Smash out of a nigga. Afterwards, we kind of just spent a majority of the time walking around and chilling out. There weren't really any major events that we were interested in going to for the better part of the day. Picked me up some merch and then we went back to the hotel to chill for a bit. Y'all just called me the cleanest thing, bros. First of all, I got a Sonic Expo shirt. They got like all the characters on it. Oh shoot, hold on. They got like all the characters on it. And then I got me this emerald stick that I'm gonna take to the Rave, bro. How we feeling about it?
Shit's fire, I guess.
After a little bit of rest and a nice quick food run, we decided to finally head back to the hotel, where we would end up walking around some more and taking some more pictures. Then it was time for what was bar none the best event the entire weekend. So at the beginning of the rave, there really wasn't a whole lot of Sonic music playing. I think the first DJ was just doing some introductory stuff for the rave, which is fine. It was like an appetizer. But as the night went on, we got into some more familiar tracks. Alright, so here's the thing about me. I be forgetting everything, but especially song lyrics. So my knowledge as a Sonic fan was kind of being tested at this next part. Then we start getting into the good stuff. At this point, the rave actually started getting really good, but I don't want to spend too much more time talking about it, so I'll just montage through it. If anybody was out there that's somehow watching this, please let me know in the comments. Y'all made the entire experience for real. So it was day 3, meaning we had to say goodbye to the hotel, and we decided to return to the music hall to hear Vice's set. This was the last event that we attended at Sonic Expo Atlanta, which means, yes, we missed the cosplay contest and the closing ceremony, but we did see that the Omega cosplayer that we saw earlier in the day ended up winning, so that's pretty cool. I want to take this part to talk to the organizers for the event. Y'all did incredible. The event was ran really well, the staff was really on point, and everything about it was just insane. This is the best con that I've ever been to. I don't think I'm ever going to forget my 21st birthday after this. And y'all know we still on the grind as a creator and as a music artist and producer, so hey, next year, who knows, maybe we could turn up and do something a little fun down there in Atlanta. Well, y'all know what time it is. We got an agenda to push. They got some new racing games coming out. Y'all know we can't let them have it. Thank y'all for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and I'll see y'all soon.